Hello, this is an Osaka League game played on 2 handicap where white got to capture a pretty big dragon in the top left corner, so therefore black resigned. Let's see what went wrong. Interesting to see that white starts with a star point that's less complicated. So very good for black to attack that corner, can be attacked from either side, and also Sansan directly is a fine option. But good to play the Kakari from the left, then attach, so modern style. Old school would be slide and just extend back. This is very simple, but okay, everybody plays this attach nowadays and Hane under. So the expected variation here, it's white connect, black links under, white goes down or plays the turn to go for outside thickness and then just extends. This is a very simple variation for white. So it's the descended c18, and now black either extends one space or goes up at d14. So this is like the most common variation with the attach and Hane. But here white went through. So now black has two options, and usually it's the cut at d15. The game move was the cut at d17, which is also fine. But in general, you want to cut d15 to create more agi. Because when you just cut in the corner, white can connect solid, like it happened in the game. Then if black captures a stone, white can just leave the position like this. White can go, for example, here in center one time. If black plays the push once, white will go up, but black still needs to block at d18 to stay alive in the corner. And now this creates a cutting point in the center, but white can extend in the top or on the left side. And then when black pushes and cuts, white can also extend with the other group. So let's go back to what happened in the game. This corner was really tricky. So first of all, when black cuts d15, white will usually turn. Then black has the double attack in the corner, and now black needs to go down d18 to stay alive. If black tries other moves, for example, connect here, then white simply nobi, preventing the capture. Black still needs to come back in the top and capture that stone. Because if you run in the middle like this or like this, white will simply go down and kill the corner, either like this or like this. So for black, it's very important to capture the stone, but you don't need to capture with c18 because white will play Kosumi here and you still need d18. So better play d18 right away. Then white will play the Atari on the left side to finish up the Joseki. And here, black still has agi with those two stones. You can connect and then go out. Because if white tries the Tesuji to capture those stones, it doesn't work because you turn with Atari. So here white can play, for example, a nobi or a jump, then you will block, then white needs to protect the top stones, then you Hane, and you have a fight. But this fight doesn't have to start right away. I mean, it's obvious that the agi exists, but right now you finish up the corner and then you play, for example, c6 or c7, just to make sure white is not going to expend too much on the outside, or play in the top, something like this. For white, it's a bit slow to just add another move right now and get rid of all the agi here, because in the meantime black got two important moves on the board, so he's not going to do that. Therefore, once you cut, you plant the agi on the left side, then you leave in the corner. Now if you cut in the corner, white obviously will connect here because that was the move that black wanted to play, and black can bump. Now when black bumps, if white goes down, it's all forced. Black will play in the corner, then Atari, then capture. And now there's a cutting point here. But this cutting point being a handicap game, maybe white doesn't protect right now like this or like this. He might just extend on the left side, for example, all the way to c10. Then when black cuts, white resists in the fight. And when black turns, white covers. And this way, both groups on the left and the top are safe for white. So he can try that. But the sequence is forced. Anyway, white doesn't have to go down because he can do the same thing, the cover, and he doesn't need to sacrifice two stones. In this case, he can just block one time, even if it's empty triangle, it's fine. He's still threatening to go out at c18. So the proper move for black here, it's either capture the stone, so he's giving one stone, then he can Hane, black protects, and then again, he needs to worry about the cut on the outside like this or like this. So this is fine. Black lives in the corner. If this happens, black hits center, and again you need to play a move like c6 to reduce the potential on the left side, or a move in the top. because white obviously can approach from both directions. So in this case, white doesn't go down, but he's threatening going down. Now, another way to block or to protect here is to play d18. Because again, when white goes down, you capture. And if white plays here, you take the stone. So it's the same kind of situation like taking and block this way. If you don't take the stone, when white plays this sneaky move and you capture the top, he will Atari and then turn and capture the corner. So that's just bait. So here, black obviously had to take, but when black plays under, he got tricked. White can go down, and now it's A or B. Capture 2 stones here or here. I mean, miai, like this. So this was already a good fight for white. Well, it went a little bit lucky, but it happens sometimes. So white got the 3 stones in the corner, then black has this cluster of stones in the top and needs a base. Instead of Kosumi out, you should just play K17. If white turns, no B, and you already have the base that goes in the direction of the Hoshi, so it's also going to build some territory in the top. This Kosumi leaves a little bit of Aji because later on white can peep here and go inside the top. But he doesn't have to do it right now. That's a strange move, it's a thank you move. So for example, if white simply plays L17 and black goes J17, white will go for a base first, and then when he plays the peep, if you block on the right, he captures the stones on the left. If you block on the left, he takes away the base, and now you're on the run. So that's a way for white to punish that H16 move. And now when you attack here, he will peep right away, then Kosumi. And now the group is on the run, and so it's white in the top, but white has a flexible shape. So now if white plays this turn, that's a thank you move because it fixes the problem for black, so it's obviously a doctor move. And now white played away. So this exchange was completely thank you move. Black defense, that's fine, slide, then defend the top right. Actually here, if you want to play a move to help your H17 development, it's better to play O17 or N17. Also, on the left side, it's obvious that if you block C3, white will play H4, and this gives a nice position on the bottom and it's harder to invade. So it's okay to play C9 right away, because this reduces a lot of the potential of D15 group, and when white comes San, he's already one step behind, so you can think about ways to invade the bottom or reduce with a shoulder hit, but it's still interesting to play O17. Actually, R14 is good too, because R14, it narrows the gap on the right side. So both moves are fine, O17, R14. White takes the corner, extend on the side, that's very good. Now white comes in, block on the outside to go for outside thickness, that's also a nice idea. It helps H17. So it's still strange to think about this group dying at the end of the game when black is so thick in the top right now. But, well, unforced errors happen. So Atari, there are other options here. First of all, black can consider just to connect right away. Now, if white goes out, black will Atari and capture the corner, and white needs to make a base in the top like this or like this. Now, how does this stone die? I mean, if white comes out, black can go along. If white goes out again, black will block. Now, there are 4 liberties against 3. Obviously, white will play a move here to increase the liberties, but black has a Tesuji, throw in, Atari, descent, and then cover. So there are 4 liberties against 3. When white Hane, black goes down, white pushes, Atari, Atari, capture. So black wins this semi by 1 liberty. Therefore, white can play R18 or Q18. Now, if black blocks on the outside, white will leave in the corner like this. But it's going to be just a small 5 points life. That's an option. Also, if white plays the hanging connection, black can Atari, descend, then white goes on the side, and black can extend from the top. And white needs another move to stay safe in the corner, then black gets another big point on the right side. So that's an option, simply connect and let white decide whether he wants to live with this move or with the hanging connection or the solid one. Another option is to cut right away Q18 and then go down. Now we have this follow-up where most of the moves are forced. And white will sacrifice the stones in the corner to damage the top side. But this is still fine, because black can run out here and later on attack very severe with m18. m18 is a nice shape, so white might take it, but if white goes out or he plays a big point, let's say he invades the right side, black will play here, Kosumi, and connect under. So now the group is on the run. White is still struggling for life. So that's a Joseki also, to cut and fight, it's all forced. And well, the fight in the game is possible too, R17 Atari and extend. Now here, white has the option to play this clamp, and when black goes down, this is going to be a sacrifice variation. So white is giving up the stones in the top to break the right side. But yeah, white can also descend here, or on the move, on this clamp, black can block, Atari connect, white will push again, and white defends to leave in the corner, then black extends on the right side for the moyo. This is similar to what happened in the game. So black went down, this is possible. But here, white has some cutting points that he can use. For example, if he cuts here, he's threatening to catch the two stones in the corner, black will extend. Because if black plays some Atari, like this one, or setting up a ladder, white will just Atari from behind and catch the two stones. So on that cut, black needs to extend, and now white can play the nose Tetsuji. And if black goes down, white can go down along, black comes up, and white connects under. Then black turns, white jumps. So this is a way for white to damage the top even more. With the push and the crawl, it feels good for black. Because this way, white leaves very small. And here, black can play the centered turn at m18 right away. White has to go down. If white plays other moves, let's say white jumps here, the Hane will kill, because these are 6 stones on the second line, and 6 stones on the second line always die. I mean, if white goes down here, Hane and kill. And if white goes down the other side, Hane from the corner, then play inside. So playing the turn at m18 right now, it's going to keep the top group safe. White has to go down, and that's just one extra point in the corner. Now the group is alive. Then you can play the shoulder hit or just extend on the right side. Because obviously you have a wall here, so it's nice to extend from it and set up the big box on the right. So that exchange could be could change the outcome of the game if m18 is played early. Here, white played a bit too brave. Actually, white can ignore this move and go inside the moyo, because if black comes here, white still has the option to leave in the corner with Hane. This is a way to use the Aji, connect, Atari, connect, defend, then Kosumitsuke, and if black goes down, push and block. Now this group is alive. If black takes this eye, white leaves with a 2-2 point. If black comes in the 2-2 point, white Hane first, and then makes 2 eyes like this. So there's a way to leave in the corner after that. But playing here, it's important for white, and then maybe extend like this. This clamp, it's an option too, to see whether black connects one way or the other. Then extend here. If black comes out, extend here too. So white can damage all this area for just the Agi in the corner at p3, which is not completely taken. I mean, black needs to go down again to capture this stone. So now white has time to protect the bottom. So here, white played very brave, and in fact, white should just connect his stones, then black needs another move. When white plays here, black is happy to take the Ponuki. So this was really good for black. Now white comes in, it's a bit late and dangerous. Then peep, very good. White is looking for a flexible shape, but here black can push and cut and punish right away. Push, cut, go down. If white goes down, you cut first, and then you capture everything. So white needs to connect. But then black just turns, and now if Hane, you cut first. So white is on the run still. He either pushes here or he jumps out. Then you also go out like this and threaten the thing, the group. Because like this you're building the right side and he's still on the run in the middle. So that would be a fine game for black. With this jump, you're just making the box on the right, but you leave, you let the group a little bit loose. Another way to attack is this jump, because if push and cut, you just Atari and Kosumi. And now the group again is in danger on the right side. So you can build more. Yeah, obviously this move gives white some base, but he's still in trouble. That's a strange move. Normally you want to peep here, or you want to push and then peep. to give him a bad shape, then take away the base, and now he's on the run. This one, it's some sort of tanky move. He blocks and then there is not really follow-up in that area. But it was in the end. I mean, here, white could just block or play Tsuke, block like this, and then Kosumi to make some eye shape on the right side. This is already alive locally. Good for black to push and capture that stone. White doesn't really have to ice. So white is struggling, gets ahead, okay, fine. This move is not necessary, there is no white there for white. So let's say you cover. If white plays Atari, you have Atari here, then cover, so it's a false eye. If white plays the Hane, then you connect and then you block. And if white goes inside, you just connect and those stones die. So it's not necessary to connect here, especially that it gives this painful shape. You better don't play anything, you better forget about this group. I mean, just go and build something here, or invade the bottom, or just reduce. But it's interesting to turn or to play Atari on the first line, because this group is still on the run, so he needs to go out. Yeah, that was slow. Now, white can leave anytime with T9. That looks desperate, to jump so deep into the Moyo. Take away the ice, fine. And surround this group. Yeah, nice idea. Because once you attack this group, the stone in the top seems weaker and weaker. So first of all, the vital point here is Nobi, because it threatens the cut and destroys the eye. And then you can play a Kosumi like this, because next move is going to surround the group. So white has to come out. If white jumps with his stone in the top, then black surrounds, and now when white tries to leave, he only got one eye on the side. So if this happens, it's terrible for white. And if white comes out, then you just add another move, probably like this, to surround this stone on a large scale. So make the territory like this. That would be a winner. So don't push from behind, because obviously white will connect. Make a preparation move. Connect here. If white goes out with a single stone, catch the group. Oh wait, first things first, the key point. Well, pushing like this, you let white escape, and then you can go for a compensation on the bottom side, which will be Keima here. It's good to surround this group. Now he needs to slide in the corner to survive. But it's already a good exchange, and then, yeah, you can continue in the top. This one space jump, it's a solid move, but playing an O-Geima like this, you're actually stopping the exit to the center. When white comes here, push and cut. If white jumps, then the next move, the Keima, is going to put a lot more pressure on the group. So this way, the jump is good. This one, let's see. More interesting to surround from the left, because that's the direction white wants to go. So if white plays a wedge here, you can block, he will play the squeeze, but he's still trapped inside. I mean, he's got almost no room for two eyes. Well, one it's okay, but difficult to make two. So playing here prevents the squeeze, but gives him the space to run on the left. Here is better to Nobi, because this Nobi is preparing a net. So when white comes out, you net the two stones. If white takes the two stones, then Atari from behind, and then push along, and this will surround the group. So that's a better preparation move. This looks okay for now. Lots of cuts. Maybe one Atari here first, but it's difficult now, because there's also the cut at h15. So when white comes out, you need to protect here. Then on this cut, it's hard to catch white group anymore. Too much AG, and now we have the problem in the top. So that's where problems started for black, actually. Trying to kill this group, but without much preparation. So here, instead of push and cut like that, the cutting point is K14. So when white goes here, black can cut. If white cuts from behind, you have the Atari here and catch 3 stones. Also, you have the Atari to push out. And let's see here if we can push again. How dangerous is this? Because of Atari, 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 go out several times, but it's still okay. Because if white goes here, you go down. If white goes here, you go down again. If he goes here, you block. So you still kill most of the stones inside, keep everything connected. You might lose one stone here, but the position in the center kind of collapsed for white. So this was the second critical moment of the game, because the first one was the top left corner where white kind of tricked black. So the cut doesn't work because white has this Atari, but in fact it's possible too. Oh no, actually it works, because now black will play here, and when white connects, you cover. And if white goes out, you connect. Yeah, this would be a good way to kill. In fact, yeah, it seems like Kosumi Tsuke like this to cut, it's a Tetsuji, but you don't have to cover. I mean, in a, let's say, ideal scenario, this is a good style move, because when white goes out, you block, when he turns, you go down, and it's all good. But here, you need to sacrifice one stone. So cut where you can cut, then Atari, then don't connect to lose everything, obviously. Play Kosumi. So when he goes out, you connect and it's fine. And when he plays here, you cover, and that's a false eye. And it's game over. White is trapped inside. So here black lost a big opportunity. Let's see. Pak. If Atari, white goes out, you need to connect. He will cut. Oh, that's an option too. Because when he cuts here, you capture the stones. And when he goes here, you play Atari, he needs to connect, you use this Atari, and you jump to the left. So again, white is trapped inside. Therefore, there's a better move. Play this one. Because if white cuts like this, you play Atari, and then take the Ponuki in the center. So there were a few options, but now it seems that white will escape. So it's too much to try to resist here. You better play Atari and connect under, or just connect under right away with a Keima. If this Keima is played, white might play another move, then Atari, then defend. So it's all good. White has to go down here anyway. Because if he doesn't, then you kill the top right corner. So let's say white plays here. When you Hane, it's still 6 in a row on the second line. So when he pushes here, you play the Hane first. And now when he blocks, Hane from the outside, and then 3 in line and it's dead. So, ouch. White was really lucky to escape with this group. Now this move was Sente, but you should Hane to make more ice space and then go down. But it's already difficult to leave. In fact, there might be a semi, but the problem is black is very short. Yeah, hard to make 2 eyes, and also no way to connect under. So I think this semi, 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's a chance. Aye. Yeah. So black is losing some stones, but not the entire group. Incredible. So there were options till the end. Let's see another option. Let's say black plays here, white pushes, black Hane, white Atari. Black plays this move, white goes down, but this is threatening the connection underneath. Then Atari here, take 2 stones, throw in, Kosumi, block, push, Atari, connect, cut. No, this is wrong. Not enough liberties like this. My bad. This is a way for white to win the semi. So it's good to play the Hane and expand the liberties. If white simply goes down and connects under, black is also live in the top. But already this is a success for white, because he was supposed to die inside the middle. So a little bit lucky this win for white, because black didn't profit in the local fights. Enjoy the review and revenge next time.